Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I want to welcome you to our second review of Co-Parenting with the Sperlings, which is a wonderful new show that has been created by our dear brother Dennis Sperling. Comes on Thursday every week. So just like the Cosby Show used to come on every Thursday, I do believe it was every Thursday. Co-Parenting with the Sperlings is aired on every Thursday. So today we are going to review episode 2, called Riding Dirty. So we're just going to jump right into it. This episode was rather interesting. We got to see a little bit more of Stephanie and Dennis's interaction and dynamic between them. And it was interesting to see. In this particular episode, it kind of focused on Dennis wanting to go and purchase a new car, a new luxury car. And you know, the luxury cars are a status symbol, of course, but there are also rewards for reminding us where we came from, how far we've come, and how much more we can actually achieve. Because he ends up buying a Bentley. And as we know, Bentleys are one of the upper echelon luxury cars. Sometimes people consider those exotics, along the lines of Ferraris and so forth and so on. So he purchases a Bentley. Now, Stephanie didn't want him to purchase that car. She wanted him to spend the money otherwise. And I thought in this episode, she was just a little bit too concerned about his expenditure on the car, because you either can afford the car or you can't. It's not one of those cars that you're going to be able to try to penny pinch it and see, can you get around it? You either can buy the Bentley or you can't buy the Bentley. You know, just like buying a Ferrari, like buying a Rolls Royce, like even buying a Benz. But especially if you get like a S-Class or something like that, you can either afford that car or you can't afford that car. So I thought she was a little bit too concerned about it. I did think, I'm going to give her some kudos too, because I did think that she did very well. She showed very good mothering skills with speaking to her two boys about their chores and their responsibilities in the house and things of that nature, and what she expects of them, and then supporting them after telling them what she expects. Then she was able to also support them in actually accomplishing it. So she let them know what she wanted, and then she set them up to succeed in giving that and in doing those things. And I think a lot of times that that step is overlooked for parents. Parents will dictate to children what they want them to do and just expect the children to figure out how to do that, instead of supporting the children to make sure that the child is not being set up for failure. And so what that tends to create is a little bit of a cycle where you're constantly getting on the child, or constantly disappointed with the child, and the child is constantly disappointed with themselves and feeling like they aren't good enough and can't be good enough. So I think that she showed some really good mothering skills. I was happy to see that as well, because you don't really see that often. Now, in this episode, I wanted to sort of focus on what Stephanie was doing in terms of the organization that she was running for supporting women. And she went to visit a woman that she had worked with before, that was a part of the program. This woman, had been struggling and things of that nature. And Stephanie, along with the program, was like helping her. So she went to reach back out to this young lady to see her and to offer her some support and see would she be able to come back and work for the organization again. And so this was a typical talk between two Black women. And I know a lot of times Black women think that they're being really supportive of each other when they speak to each other in certain ways and they say certain things to each other. And I'm certain that Stephanie's intent was good. I'm certain that she just wanted to be supportive of Leslie, which was the other lady. But I think we need to pay closer attention to what we say and how we phrase things. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Stephanie's intent was good and what have you. But this is a woman that has made a lot of bad decisions in her life, right? That has led her to where she was living what I believe was the projects. And she was the single mother of 2 children. And she, is struggling financially. She has a record for assault, assault charges and things of that nature. So that let us know that she will become violent in certain situations. And one of the things that Stephanie was saying, because Leslie was trying to tell her about a relationship that she was in, which she had no business in a relationship. You can almost see where this was going. It was just another bad decision. And Leslie was talking about how she was kind of in romantic, her romantic relationship was kind of up and down because, the guy wouldn't do this and the guy wouldn't do that. And he's cheating on her and, possibly and all of these other things. And so one of the things that Stephanie said to Leslie was that she needs to get a man that can get on her program and, understand about her children and things of that nature. Again, while I think she was just trying to be supportive, these are the wrong things to say to women who have a track record of bad decisions, that a man needs to get on their program. Actually, no. Her program has got her with assault charges that she's having a hard time getting around when it comes to work and earning money. Her decisions, her program has gotten her to be a 2-time baby mama, no husband. Her decisions, her program has gotten her struggling. She's still in the projects with her 2 children. She was trying to come up and be a manager at McDonald's and things of that nature, but they were kind of messing with the hours or whatever. So this is a woman who, while she's trying to sort of make a better life, still making bad decisions, because who's this guy that she's with? Is it the father of the children? We don't know. I didn't get the clarity on that. However, she doesn't need a man to get on her program. She needs to get on a man's program. She needs to get on somebody else's program because her program doesn't work. Okay. Her program is not working for her. It is not benefiting her. It is not benefiting her children. It's not benefiting nobody. Okay. Her decisions are making it difficult now for her to get ahead. Her program has been bad. She don't need no man to come join in with that dysfunction that's going on. She needs to get with somebody that can bring her out of the dysfunction. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said words matter. You got to watch what you say when you're trying to be supportive, because however Stephanie meant that, Leslie probably not gonna take it that way. Leslie gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Like I'm okay. Might be okay on one end, not okay on the other. All right. So she definitely needs to get on a better program. The boyfriend that she was with sounded like yet another current bad decision. So we don't know that Miss Leslie is learning some of the other lessons that she might need to learn about decisions in her personal life that affect all of the other different aspects of her life. So she doesn't have her family together. And the dysfunction in the family setup is stopping her mobility. It is stifling the education. It's stifling the profession. Probably engaged in a little too much leisure, stifling the wealth. And the dwelling is not all that is stifling it, because she doesn't have that family. She doesn't have that family structure together. And the family structure is suffering like that because her spiritual value is in trouble somehow. Somewhere along the line, this isn't being followed properly. So the rest of the values are not being enacted properly either. And I really want people to understand the interconnectedness of those values. If your internal values are messed up, your external values will suffer in one way or the other. So that was my big takeaway from this particular episode. I thought it was very important to sort of focus on that conversation that Stephanie had with Leslie, because Leslie is a common case. Leslie is a representation of what most Black women are doing in our communities. She's not making any more worse decision than the next one. This is common. It's common to see. It's a common issue to deal with. Right? So I just thought that it should go and watch it. Go and watch the episode. The link is going to be in the description. Go pay attention to that conversation that Stephanie has with Leslie. Particularly, y'all want women to pay attention to that. Go pay attention to that. Go look at that and see if you can understand what's going wrong in that situation. Because Leslie does need support, but she needs support with her mentality as well as maybe financial support and getting up on her feet that way. Okay. So definitely check out Co-Parenting with the Sperlins. Once again, it airs every Thursday. So you definitely want to check out these episodes. Much kudos to Brother Dennis Sperling for creating his own show. And it's actually really good. I'm interested from episode to episode, and I'm sure that you will be as well. So once again, the link to the episodes on each review are going to be in the description box. So definitely go over there, check it out, subscribe to the channel, and wait with bated breath every Thursday to see the episode, and then come over here on every Sunday following to see the reviews for these episodes. All right, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.